Welcome to Car Ranker. Today we're ranking the top 10 Mercedes cars of all time, from the very first motorwagon to the futuristic AMG One. We're taking a journey through history, innovation, and pure performance. Buckle up, let's get started. At number 10, we're going all the way back to the beginning. The Benz Patent-Motorwagen, the world's first automobile. Built by Carl Benz in 1886, this three-wheeled machine had a 954 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine, producing just 0.75 horsepower with a top speed of 16 kilometers per hour. It originally cost around $1,000, about $30,000 today. And today, authentic or replica versions can fetch $60,000 to $100,000 at auctions. The motorwagon wasn't fast, but it changed everything. It turned imagination into motion and marked the birth of personal mobility. Every Mercedes, every modern car, they all trace back to this one. In 1888, Bertha Benz secretly drove the motorwagon 106 kilometers to visit her mother, proving it could work for real. She became the world's first driver, and her trip was the first ever road test in history. At number 9, we've got the stunning Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing. Launched in 1954, it became the world's fastest production car, reaching 260 kilometers per hour, 161 miles per hour, a rocket for its time. Its famous upward opening doors weren't a design trick. They existed because of the car's wide tubular frame. Powered by a 3.0-liter inline-six with mechanical fuel injection, the first of its kind, the 300 SL defined innovation and performance in the 1950s. American importer Max Hoffman convinced Mercedes to build the 300 SL for wealthy U.S. buyers. Without him, the most iconic Mercedes of all time might have never existed. It originally sold for $6,820, around $78,000 today, and now commands between $1 to $2 million at auctions. Elegant, powerful, and revolutionary. The 300 SL wasn't just a car, it was a statement of engineering perfection. At number 8, we've got the mighty Mercedes-Benz 600 Grosser. This wasn't just a car, it was power on wheels. Built between 1963 and 1981, it was the favorite of royalty, movie stars, and world leaders alike. It featured a 6.3-liter V8 engine with 250 horsepower, air suspension, and a fully hydraulic system that powered everything, from windows to seats to even the trunk. Back then, it was a mechanical masterpiece decades ahead of its time. The 600 originally cost around $20,000, about $200,000 today, and now sells for $200,000 to $500,000, with pristine examples exceeding $1 million. It wasn't just a car, it was a throne. If you were driven in a 600, you didn't just have money, you had influence. The 600's hydraulic system ran at 2,400 psi, strong enough to crush fingers if you weren't careful. That's luxury, with danger built in. At number 7, we've got a living legend, the Mercedes-Benz G-Class. Originally designed as a military vehicle in 1979, it became a luxury icon without losing an ounce of toughness. With its boxy shape, ladder frame chassis, and locking differentials, the G-Class could climb mountains and cruise city streets with the same confidence. Under the hood, modern versions like the G63 AMG pack a 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, pushing 577 horsepower. Pure insanity for an SUV. Each G-Class is still hand-built in Graz, Austria, and every single one is tested on a mountain trail before delivery. The first civilian G-Wagon sold for about $35,000, approximately $150,000 today. New G63s start around $180,000, and rare editions exceed $300,000 on resale. Built to last forever, the G-Class is both a luxury statement and an off-road beast. At number 6, we've got the definition of luxury, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. Since its debut in 1972, the S-Class has been the benchmark every luxury car tries to beat. It's not just comfort, it's innovation on wheels. The S-Class was the first car to feature ABS brakes, airbags, and even night vision. Every generation introduced technology that later became standard in the entire auto industry. Every new S-Class undergoes over 12,000 hours of testing, ensuring that even a whisper inside the cabin sounds perfect. Under the hood, you'll find everything from smooth inline sixes to powerful twin-turbo V8s and even hybrid systems. Each S-Class is built to glide, silent, smooth, and endlessly elegant. The first S-Class cost around $12,000, approximately $90,000 today. Now a new S-Class starts near $120,000, with top Maybach trims pushing $250,000 plus. It's not just a car, it's a moving symbol of status and innovation. At number 5, we're talking about a DTM-bred legend, the Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.516 Evolution 2. Launched in 1990, this wasn't just another sports sedan, it was a race car for the streets. Powered by a 2.5-liter 16-valve, 4-cylinder engine built by Cosworth, it produced 235 horsepower and could rev to 7,700 RPM. Pure 90s magic. Its wild wide-body kit, massive rear wing, and lowered stance weren't for show. They were designed for aerodynamic dominance on the track. Ayrton Senna once test drove a 190E Evo prototype at Nürburgring, and even Schumacher couldn't catch him. Original price, $80,000, approximately $190,000 today. Today, an Evo II in pristine condition sells for $400,000 to $600,000, with ultra-low mileage examples exceeding $800,000 at auction. Only 502 units were ever made, all hand-built, and each one is a collector's dream. At number 4, we've got a car so rare it makes supercars look ordinary. The Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR. Originally built for the FIA GT1 championship, it was basically a race car with license plates. Under the hood sat a 6.9-liter V12 engine producing 604 horsepower, launching it from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.8 seconds, with a top speed of 344 kilometers per hour, 214 miles per hour, in the late 90s. Only 25 coupes and 5 roadsters were ever made, each hand-built by AMG. Every piece of it, from the carbon fiber chassis to the stripped-down cockpit, screamed performance. The CLK GTR's engine was so powerful that Mercedes engineers had to redesign the transmission mid-production. The original gearbox couldn't handle the torque. Original price, $1.5 million, approximately $3 million today. Today, a CLK GTR can fetch $8 to $10 million at auction. It's not just a car, it's a museum piece that moves. At number 3, we've got a legend born from two giants, Mercedes-Benz and McLaren. The SLR McLaren wasn't just a supercar, it was the definition of raw speed meets luxury. Powered by a 5.4-liter supercharged V8, it pushed out 617 horsepower and hit 334 kilometers per hour, 208 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest cars of its time. It featured a carbon fiber chassis, side exhausts, and that unmistakable long nose, an homage to the legendary 300 SLR from the 50s. Original price, $450,000, approximately $750,000 today. Now, pristine examples go for $700,000 to $1.2 million, while rare 722 editions can hit $1.5 million plus at auction. The SLR was brutal, beautiful, and way ahead of its era. A perfect mix of GT comfort and Formula One aggression. At number 2, we're talking about a car that redefined track performance, the Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series. This isn't a grand tourer. It's a road-legal race car built to humiliate supercars on any circuit. Under the hood lies a 4.0-liter twin-turbo flat-plane V8, pushing 720 horsepower, the most powerful AMG V8 ever made. It rockets from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.2 seconds, with a top speed of 325 kilometers per hour, 202 miles per hour. And it even broke the Nürburgring lap record for production cars in 2020. Original price, $325,000, approximately $360,000 today. Current market value, between $500,000 to $700,000, with limited production specs pushing even higher. The GT Black Series isn't built for comfort. It's built to destroy lap times. Every vent, wing, and curve exists for pure aerodynamic function. At number 1, we've reached the future, the Mercedes-AMG One. This is the moment Formula One meets the real world. Under the hood sits a 1.6-liter V6 hybrid engine straight from a Mercedes F1 car, combined with 4 electric motors to produce a total of 1,063 horsepower. It hits 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.9 seconds, tops out at 352 kilometers per hour, 218 miles per hour, and sounds like an F1 car at full throttle, because it literally is one. Each AMG One engine is built by the same technicians who assemble Mercedes Formula One power units. Every engine comes with the signature of its builder. Original price, $2.7 million US, and with only 275 units ever built. Resale prices have already reached $5 to $7 million. Every inch of the AMG One is handcrafted, from its carbon monocoque chassis to its active aero system. It's not just the fastest Mercedes ever built, it's the boldest statement in automotive history. And that's it. The top 10 Mercedes cars ever made. From timeless classics to cutting-edge hybrids, Mercedes has proven one thing: perfection never stops evolving. Which one's your favorite? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more rankings every week.